Welcome to the Milk and Honey with Lemon podcast. I'm your host, Lemon Price, creator of the Holy Girl Habits, wife and mama, and certified life and leadership coach who turned away from corporate life to embrace kingdom leadership. This podcast is for Christian women feeling the weight of their divine callings, grappling with doubts of their leadership abilities, and searching tirelessly for biblically grounded guidance who want to step confidently into their roles as radiant kingdom leaders. Inside, we're going to traverse from those feelings of uncertainty and overwhelming searches, moving toward firm biblical leadership, empowering you to steward your gifts, and showing you that you indeed have what it takes. So, sister, grab your favorite cup of coffee or tea, and let's dive in together. Welcome back to the Milk and Honey podcast. I'm your host, Lemon Price, and I am very excited because today we are diving still into our little July marketing authenticity series. It's been a summer series and I'm very excited about it. So today we want to talk about authenticity in your relationship building. And so last week we really wrapped up talking about how do you actually be authentic in your relationship and embrace this sort of vulnerability and things that's a little scary to do sometimes. And so I'm excited to just talk about how do you actually build good relationships. So I want to, again, just to be sure we're all on the same page, I want to define authenticity and its relevance in a business context. So authenticity refers to being genuine, true to yourself, and transparent in your interactions. In a business context, it really means showcasing your true values, your beliefs, your intentions in all of your professional relationships, in your marketing, in your customer service, in every aspect of the business. And it's crucial because it helps establish trust and credibility and meaningful connections with clients, customers, colleagues, peers, anything like that. And so when you're authentic, people perceive you as trustworthy and reliable. It builds your credibility by demonstrating consistency between your words and your actions. And people are more likely to choose businesses that they perceive as authentic, as it creates a sense of confidence and reliability. It fosters loyalty because people will appreciate your genuine interactions and they're more likely to establish a long-term relationship with a business that prioritizes authenticity. And then your colleagues will also value it as it's going to create a positive environment. It's going to encourage open communication. It's going to promote collaboration. It feels like a safe space to operate within. And so something else to think about is the impact of your authenticity on client relationships, right? Again, it's going to build trust with your clients by showing that you genuinely care about their needs and their goals. I tell people when I work with them, their goals become my goals. I become obsessed with their potential and what it is that they want. And because I'm very intentional about that relationship, it's why I don't take on a ton of clients all at once. It creates this really comfortable and safe space for clients to be open and honest about their expectations, their fears, their desires, what it is that they actually want, where they might be struggling. And then it also encourages them to see you as a partner rather than a service provider. And so again, you have the stronger, more meaningful relationship with the people you're working with. And when you have that strong relationship, they're more likely to refer your business to others when they have experienced this authentic and positive connection with you. I can tell you that, yes, I am really great at lead gen and all those kind of fun things marketing wise, but the fastest and easiest conversion my business ever has is referrals. And I have survived on referrals for ages, constantly bringing in new people, but their referrals are the bread and butter of my business because people actually like working with me and I deliver on the things they say I'm going to deliver on. And then I want to talk about how it impacts your customer relationships in general, right? It helps, again, establish that genuine connection and foster some loyalty. And all consumers appreciate businesses that treat them as individuals and genuinely listen to their concerns and their feedback. As a consumer, you like it when a company actually cares about what it is that you think, feel, say, do. It matters. And so you have to treat the people who interact with your business like they matter because they do matter. Authenticity, again, it creates a positive customer experience, leading to increased customer satisfaction and higher customer retention rate. It is way easier to sell somebody who already loves you on the new thing that you have. it's a lot easier to retain a customer than to acquire a new one. And again, people are more likely to engage with businesses that align with their values and exhibit that authenticity in their brand messaging and the actions that they put behind them. So, how do we do this? How do we create strong relationships? So, first and foremost, you have got to practice active listening. And active listening really means giving undivided attention, maintaining eye contact, and showing genuine interest in what they're saying. It's listening to understand, not listening to respond. Active listening creates a deeper understanding of your client's needs, concerns, and preferences, and really hearing them with what they say and not coming with any preconceived notion as to what you think they want and need. And then it allows you to respond effectively. You can give relevant solutions. You can demonstrate empathy, right? You create this positive impression and you get to build trust with your clients and colleagues and peers and anybody you're interacting with, right? And so I want you to practice empathy by putting yourself in their shoes and trying to see things from their perspective. Ask open-ended questions to encourage them to share more details about their goals, their challenges, desires. And I always go a couple layers deep. So ask why 7 different times. Why? Why does that matter? Why does it matter to you right now? Why do you think it impacts you like this? Ask them that 7 different times. And it doesn't have to feel like a constant why, like a 2-year-old, right? Not like that. You'll know how to do it. Again, you're going to want to paraphrase and summarize their points to show you understand and validate their concerns. This is also really important because if there is a miscommunication, if maybe you misunderstood what they were saying, this is now the time to course correct that before it festers and you guys walk away from that conversation feeling like maybe you understood them and they feel like you didn't. And then you get to show empathy through body language and verbal cues like nodding, maintaining a calm tone, and offering words of encouragement and support to them. So how do we create this open and transparent communication, right? First and foremost, it creates, again, an environment of trust and transparency. And so you have to encourage clients, customers, team members, colleagues to express their thoughts and their feedback and concerns openly. And be not afraid of what they say. We cannot get better if we do not hear what people have to say. And then be honest and authentic in your communication, sharing both successes and challenges that you're experiencing. Because when they see that you're dealing with challenges too, when they see your thought process and how you handle challenges, it makes them feel like they're also capable of handling challenges. And then again, seek and value different perspectives and ideas. Okay, so you're going to want to create this non-judgmental space where people can come and feel comfortable expressing those thoughts and concerns. I know our first inclination is to want to defend, right? But we have to actively encourage feedback and provide a channel also for anonymous suggestions or comments if your company needs that right now. And then demonstrate some respect for the diversity in opinions and backgrounds. Because when you do that, you get to foster this supportive atmosphere by recognizing and appreciating the contributions and efforts of others. And I just talked about this on the summer series recently, but focus on the behavior too. What is the behavior that is supporting this? When we focus on behavior instead of the person, we are reinforcing what it is that we are looking for from our team and building that relationship with them. We tell people how we want to be treated. We are the ones who set the tone and the standard for how things go in our relationship building. And so you have to set that standard. Now, I want to talk about empathy in your relationship building too, because this is also really important. So I want to talk about the power of empathy as you're connecting on a deeper level with prospects, with your team, with different people as you're building these relationships. Because empathy, if you do not know, is the ability to understand and share the feelings, emotions, and perspectives of others. This is what is going to allow you to connect with your clients, your customers, your colleagues, your peers, your prospects on a deeper and more meaningful level. Mm-hmm. Empathy, again, creates a sense of trust and validation and support, and it brings that strong relationship and rapport that it is that you're looking for. And so how do we cultivate that in our business? And so you cultivate this team culture of empathy by, again, actively listening and understanding the emotions and experiences of other people on your team. And then you can provide training or workshops to enhance interpersonal skills and enhance somebody's emotional intelligence, right? It's important that you lead by example. You demonstrate empathy in your own interactions and encourage other people to do the same. And then encourage your team members to take the time to truly understand the needs and concerns of the people you're working with, of your prospects. Really understand them, not what you think you know about them. Remove these biases, whether they are implicit or just outright in your face. Remove whatever biases that you may have and truly try to understand the people you want to serve. And so I want to say that when you truly take the time to understand the people that you're working with, when you are actively listening without interruption, when you are using language that demonstrates understanding and empathy, when you can put yourself in their shoes and consider their perspective, and you have these personalized interactions, that tells people that you truly care, that you see them as a person and not just somebody who is moving the needle forward on your business, that they are actually a person that matters. And so in that, then, how do we effectively communicate with these authentic connections that we have? So some key components of this are clear and concise messaging. All right, you need to be able to communicate your ideas, instructions, information in a straightforward manner that avoids confusion. Again, active listening. Actively listen to clients, customers, colleagues, peers, team members, prospects, whatever it is, to understand their needs, their concerns, and their expectations. And then again, we have nonverbal communication. So pay attention to body language, facial expressions, and tone of voice to convey your message effectively. We have to practice empathy and understanding. And then again, clarity and transparency. So being fully transparent in your communication by sharing relevant information and updates builds more trust and credibility and lends itself more to the authenticity in who it is that you are, and people can trust you and build better relationships with you. And so give people your undivided attention. Practice active listening, right? And then practice also reflective listening, where again, you summarize or paraphrase what this person has said to you, so you can understand and make sure that you really were actively listening. Ask clarifying questions. Use open-ended questions, right? To continue the conversation and then avoid interruption. Let them finish their thoughts before you respond or give some sort of a perspective. And then again, you also are going to have to work on conflict resolution, right? Or having difficult conversations with authenticity and respect. So you're going to want to choose the right time and place, because it's bound to happen. It's bound to happen as you're leading, as you're dealing with your marketing. There's going to be conflict that arises. And so choose the right time and the right place for it. So do not get into fights in comments. I have seen that happen, y'all. I have seen companies fight with perspectives in the comments. Don't do it. Find a suitable environment that promotes open and honest communication without distraction. And then practice active problem solving. So focus on finding mutually beneficial solutions rather than placing blame or engaging in personal attacks. You're going to want to use I statements. So this will avoid you sounding accusatory and again creates an open dialogue. And then you're going to want to maintain some respect and professionalism. So again, the golden rule, y'all, just golden rule. And then you're going to want to seek common ground. So look for shared goals or interests to create a collaborative atmosphere and bridge differences. So you're going to want to focus on, in your relationship building, active listening and empathy and open communication. Because when you can do these things as a service-based business owner, you set yourself up miles ahead of everybody else in your industry. Because way too often people are looking at high volume and people slip through the cracks, and the marketing is not focused on relationship. I have always said for years now, I feel like I should have patented or copyrighted this term, but I'm never in the B2B market or the B2C market. I'm in the H to H market. I'm in the human to human or the person to person market. at the end of the day, every piece of marketing that you're doing is connecting with a person. And so you have to be speaking to a person, not like a robot, not with these canned messages or anything like that, with a real person with real intentionality and real empathy and real understanding and real conviction, people that you actually care about. And you have to show people that you actually care about them if you want to build a business that is based on service. Jesus cared about every single person that he talked to, every single person that was in his circle. He cared about them. He took the time to listen to them, to hear what they had to say, to hear their thoughts, concerns, to answer their questions. If Jesus can do it, surely you can do it. And so when you're thinking about relationship building in your business, lead like Jesus. Have authentic, real, honest conversation with people. Have real, authentic, honest conversation with your team members, with your peers, with your mentors. Because when you do that, your business stands out. Your business matters when you behave like that, when you build relationship like that. So I want to encourage you this week to just look at how you are interacting with prospects. Are you talking to them like a person? Is there a change in your inflection? Or are you very monotonous and very boring and there is no change in the way you speak to people? Because that's what canned responses sound like. That is what these corporate-y, brandy messaging sounds like. Be a person. You are a person, so go be a person in your marketing. Do not turn off your personality and the things that make you when you're building relationship in your business. Stop listening to these marketing people who are telling you how to write a message on brand. Branding is important. Trust me, branding is important and it matters to client experience, but real, genuine connection matters more. So go out and have real, genuine, honest connection with people, because I promise when you do, your business will radically transform. So next week, we are going to talk about authentic marketing and branding. We're going to talk about how you do this well, how you align your marketing efforts with your authentic self and your values and vulnerability, and talking about attracting ideal clients and building a loyal customer base. So I'm very excited about that, and I will see you next week. Bye, friend. Thank you so much for listening to the Milk and Honey with Lemon podcast. I am so grateful you were here. I hope this episode has helped you move from feelings of doubt and uncertainty towards stepping confidently into your God-given leadership role, fully equipped with biblical wisdom. If you enjoyed this episode, please take a second to rate and review. Each review helps us to reach and inspire more Christian women leaders just like you. Don't forget to share your takeaways, post it on Instagram, tag me anywhere you're on social media, and I'll see you next week.